Hello students, we are starting your first chemistry chapter, solutions. So take out your notebooks and start writing down. So, solution. A homogeneous mixture of a solute and solvent is called solution. So what is the meaning of homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous means its concentration is uniform throughout. Suppose you dissolve sugar in water. Particles of sugar are uniformly distributed. This is known as uniform composition. A solution has two components, solute and solvent. The component which is present in smaller amount is known as solute, and which is present in larger amount is known as solvent. Solution can be unsaturated or saturated. What is unsaturated solution? A solution in which more solute can be added at a particular temperature is known as unsaturated solution. Saturated solution, a solution in which no more solute can be added at a particular temperature is known as saturated solution. A saturated solution can become unsaturated by raising the temperature. This is because the solubility of a solid increases with the increase of temperature in most of the cases. Now, types of solutions. There are different types of solutions: solid in gas, gas in solid, solid in liquid, liquid in liquid. You can read this table from the book, types of solutions, and notes will be given to you. I will send you the notes through your WhatsApp group. Now, most important topic of this chapter is expressing the concentration of solutions. Suppose I ask you to prepare a sugar solution. How will you prepare? Everyone will prepare different concentration of solutions, because one child will add 5 grams of sugar in 1 liter of water, other may add 10 grams of sugar in 20 ml of water. So how to prepare a solution? So expressing the concentration of solutions is very important. So what is concentration? Concentration of a solution may be expressed as the amount of solute present in the given quantity of solution or solvent. Concentration of solution may be expressed in any of the following ways. First concentration term is mass percentage. What is mass percentage? Mass percentage may be defined as the number of parts by mass of solute per 100 parts by mass of solution. Now, what is the meaning of this definition? Suppose we have 5 gram aqueous solution of sugar by mass. What is the meaning of this sentence? It means that 100 grams of solution contains 5 grams of sugar. Let WB be the mass of solute B and WA be the mass of solvent A. Thus, mass percentage of B is WB upon WA plus WB into 100. Now next term is volume percentage. What is volume percentage? It is V by V. The number of parts by volume of solute per 100 parts by volume of solution. For example, 25% solution of ethanol. Now what is the meaning of 25% solution of ethanol? It means that 100 cc of solution contains 25 cc of ethanol and 75 cc of water. Next concentration term is mass by volume percentage, W by V. It is the mass of solute present in 100 cc of the solution. For example, 20% W by V solution of NaOH. What is the meaning of this term? It means 100 cc of the solution contains 20 grams of NaOH. Next concentration term, parts per million. This concentration term is used when a solute is present in very minute amounts. It may be defined as the number of parts by mass of solute per million parts by mass of the solution. Parts per million, ppm, is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution into 10 raised to power 6. Mass of solute upon mass of solution into 10 raised to power 6. So today we have learnt what is solution, and we have learnt few concentration terms, few terms in which we can explain the concentration of a solution. Now I am giving you 2-3 questions, home assignment. First question is calculate, write it down, note it down, calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride if 22 grams of benzene is dissolved in 122 grams of carbon tetrachloride. Second question, define the following terms: solution and mass percentage. Third question, give an example of a solid solution in which the solute is a gas. So children, today you have to revise only this much and you have to solve these 3 questions. So tomorrow we will meet again with the next topic.